be the new boys in town.
What's that sound? Is someone moving round?
Sit down for a spell. You don't look so well.
Wait a minute, I feel great. You just leave yourself to fate. You might as well just hang around.
Good morning, and welcome to the Yes You Know, the podcasting equivalency of bedtime.
Bedtime?
I'm Brandon Babcock.
What's the what?
Wait, did you said bed?
Welcome, it's Hallowbetween.
Did you have
Yeah,
a
I said a
stroke?
bad time.
I'm Andre Lamilza.
No.
You have corona? Are you okay?
Yeah, I have just a touch of the corona this
Oh,
recording.
just a touch.
No one ever talks about the voice modulation issues that you have.
I'm Nicole Rodriguez.
Hey.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Guess what time it is?
Hi. Yeah, well, I do believe it's what? Oh my God! Right in between Halloween and the next Halloween, it's Hallowbetween. That secret twilight hour where it gets a little spooky for a second.
It's like the witching hour of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a witch curse going on right now called the coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's a witch curse.
Oh.
Yes. Well, it was an accidental witch curse.
What week are
yeah,
we in?
yeah.
On quarantine, fellas?
God, 6?
Is it 6?
Yeah, this
For
is
the
the 6
for the podcast, yeah.
podcast
Oh,
recording.
Okay. Well, yeah.
For
Yeah.
the actual, it's almost 2 months
Oh my God.
Yeah,
since our quarantine.
we were 2 episodes ahead, and now we are dead. Speaking of spooky, we have some good stuff for you today.
Yay! It's Hallowbetween, so that means we're gonna talk about and read spooky stuff. It's gonna be great.
What a
Yeah.
convenient time for this episode to happen because
Yeah.
Corona news sucks.
Yeah, it sure does.
A lot of it sucks.
God awful stuff.
Also, I think I would never ask God to play Plague Inc. because I think he just doesn't hang in the game. He's not really.
Sure.
They're already making vaccines. He barely even.
Yeah, off of Tom Hanks' blood. Like, I don't want to get too into actual news,
That's
but
so bizarre.
I
he
love
had
it.
antibodies, him and his wife, and
Ah,
what?
Awesome. Inject me with your blood, Tom.
I can't wait to have the Tom Hanks cure.
Yeah. Instead of Resident Evil's T-virus, we get the T-cure.
Tom Hanks is the little girl from Last of Us.
Tom Hanks is the little girl from Last of Us.
What a big girl.
I know.
Or Matt Damon from Pandemic.
Did Matt Damon get it?
Yeah. But Matt Damon couldn't get the virus in Pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah. Him and his daughter.
Yeah.
What?
Spoilers, I guess, for a movie that came out in
I thought, you
2009.
meant I thought you meant spoilers for real human beings.
No,
Oh.
no. Matt Damon was in the
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
I'm just going to say, if Idris Elba gets,
Yeah.
when he gets past it, he can be an antibody.
Yeah.
That's
Why
true.
him in
It's-
particular?
So we can get some sexy Idris in us.
I wish that's how
I
it
d-
worked.
I did hear that not everyone develops antibodies with the
Yeah,
corona.
it's yeah.
Yeah, it's a sick game.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's yeah, but that's because Tom Hanks
Yeah.
is just great.
yeah, literally. I think the coronavirus only takes the wicked. Don't quote me on that.
Don't say that. Tomorrow we're gonna wake up to
Yeah.
so many. Oh.
Me saying that gives me coronavirus,
Well-
I think.
We're going to move away from the corona.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Brandon, hit us with a spooky story.
Oh,
Ookie,
yes.
ookie,
Let's
ookie.
start off with. So, if this is your first Halloween episode of The Less You Know, welcome.
Welcome.
Generally speaking, we all have our little niche spots that we've landed ourselves in over the years. And I read a series of search and rescue officer for the U.S. Forest Service stories from a search and rescue officer
Yeah.
for the
Mhm.
U.S. Forest Service.
But yeah, no, I love these search and
That's
rescue
good to
ones. They're
hear.
my favorite one.
Oh, excellent.
They're cool.
Well, I got two hot and fresh. I'll read the first one
Woo!
right now. I'm back from my training op, and
Yeah.
I've got a lot of really interesting stories to share with you. The first one here is from, a trainer I'll just say it's called EW. So it's a former trainer that now works as an EMT, and this is the story. They were out looking for this 11-year-old boy, Joey, who'd gone missing near a river. Of course, the first thought is he'd fallen in and drowned, but they brought the dogs out and they led the SAR officers away from the river and up to a densely forested area. When we do searches for people, we search in a grid pattern, and we search every box of the grid incredibly thoroughly. What EW's team noticed right away was there's a very strange pattern that was emerging. Dogs in alternating boxes were picking up Joey's scent, but losing it when they overlapped with another box. If you think of a checkerboard, Joey's scent was being picked up in random black squares, but never in red. This, of course, didn't make any sense because how'd the kid bounce from one area to another without leaving a scent in each place he passed? EW and his partner pass into a new box on the grid. EW notices a set of stairs about 50 yards away. He tells his partner that they need to go check near it. His partner flat out refuses. He tells EW that he's made a point never to go any stairs he sees. And while it may be routine, he's not going to pretend it's normal. He tells EW that he'll wait in sight while EW checks. EW says he was irritated but felt for the kid. Didn't push him on the side. So, walked over to the stairs. They were small, kind of like stairs into a basement. I don't really feel strongly one way or another about them, but stairs, I wasn't scared of anything. I guess I'm like everyone else. I just prefer not to think about them too much. Anyway, I went over and I could see that there was something lying at the bottom step, sort of curled up. My heart sinks because, of course, you always hope for the best. We were confident that we'd found this kid alive, as they'd only been missing a few hours, but I knew right away it was him, that he was dead. He was curled up in a little ball on the step, holding his stomach. It looked like he'd been in horrible pain when he died, but I didn't see any blood. Except for there was some on his lips and chin. I radioed in that I found him, and we got his body back to command. The poor family. They were devastated. His parents couldn't understand how he'd be dead. He'd only been gone for such a short time. And on top of that, we didn't have anything obvious as cause of death, which made it worse. I figured he'd just eaten something poisonous since he was holding his stomach when we found him, but I didn't want to guess. It's hard enough to hear your kid is dead, let alone some stupid SAR guy guessing about what happened. They took him away, and when I went home, I refused. When I went home, I tried not to think about it. I hate finding dead kids, man. I love this job, but it's one of the reasons I left. I got 2 daughters, and the thought of losing them was just... He choked a little up. Oh, God.
You got it.
He choked up a little here. I'm not great with emotional stuff like that, and it's always sort of awkward to see a grown man cry, so I didn't know what to do. He pulled himself together eventually, though, and kept going. We don't always hear back from the coroners about cause of death. It's not really our job to know, I guess. And sometimes if they think it's foul play, they won't tell us because of legal bullshit. But I've got a friend who works in the sheriff's department, and they'll usually pass along interesting information if I ask. In this case, though, I got a call from him about a week later. He asked if I remember the kid, and of course I do. He says some seriously weird shit is going on. He tells me, EW, man, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but the coroner has no idea what happened to this kid. He's never seen anything like it. My friend goes on to tell me that the coroner opened the kid up. He couldn't even believe what he was seeing. The kid's organs were like Swiss cheese. Quarter-sized holes were just punched through just about every single organ in the kid. Aside from his heart and lungs, his colon, his stomach, his kidneys, even one of his testicles, they were full of these clean holes. My friend said the coroner described it as if someone had taken a hole punch and just punched holes out of everything. They were so neat. This kid, it didn't have a scratch on him, no injury, no exit wounds. The closest anyone there had seen it was this guy who had filled himself with a buckshot a year back and was cleaning his rifle. No one had a clue what could have possibly caused it. My friend asked me if I'd ever heard anything like it. We had similar cases in the past, but I'd never even heard something like that. And I told him it wasn't gonna be any help to him. As far as I know, the coroner determined the cause of death is something like massive internal bleeding. No one really knows what happened. I haven't been able to forget that kid. I have nightmares about it sometimes. I don't let my friends go into the woods alone, and when we go together, I never let them out of my sight. I used to love it out here. That case, a couple of others, just sort of ruined it for me. Dinner was over, so we started to clean up and go back to our cabin. Before we went our separate ways, he put his hand on my shoulder and looked at me really close. He tells me that there's bad things out there. Things that don't care if we have family or lives, or that we can think and feel. He tells me how to be careful and walks away. I didn't have a chance to talk with him again, but that story really stuck with me.
Whoa! Whoa!
Swiss boy.
Swiss
boy.
boy.
Swiss
You heard of-
boy.
You heard a Swiss Army man. Now get ready for
Yep, Daniel Radcliffe
Swiss organs kid.
playing a farting corpse. Now it's a kid. No farts, not fun.
No.
Spooky
That was
stories
good.
are always really messed up when there's dead kids.
Yeah.
That's like at the heart of many a
Oh, I know.
love
I'm just
story.
saying those ones are some of the ones that make me go,
Hmm.
Not scared, more just
It's
like,
like, huh?
more like that's eerie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That is, ain't it though?
Yeah.
Because only monsters would kill children. Only semi-monsters would kill adults.
That's fair.
But what if? Okay, hear me out.
Mhm.
But what if you could go back in time and kill baby Hitler? Would you do it?
Yes.
I'd be worried that it's a fixed point in history.
Yeah.
You know?
If I messed it up and the world was worse, I'm like, worth it. No, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Luckily, we don't
I
have
feel like
that
I
kind
wouldn't
of
want
power.
to mess with any major time
Yeah,
events.
me either.
Yeah. Nothing
I
major.
feel too worried about.
I mean,
I would go back in time and coach my high school self to be a better skater, and I could do the ollie and get the girl. But other than that, I'd never.
but then what if you ended up with that girl and your life stopped early?
Oh no!
Like you didn't pursue certain careers.
Oh no!
You tried to pursue ice skating career and it
and
didn't
I
go.
don't start this podcast.
But then the career never takes off. You don't ice skate. You just waste all
Oh
this
my God.
time. You don't come to LA.
Like Tanya Harding, my fucking kneecap gets beat in.
Oh shit!
yes.
Unrelated to ice skating, it just happens.
just fall.
Yeah.
You just fall on the sidewalk, tripping over a bottle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let the listening audience, if they don't know what SCP is.
Oh, yeah, sure. I could. All right. So everyone, it's just a bunch of the SCP's Foundation stands for Secure, Contain, Protect, and Laszlo is going to be in there, and I'm going to contain him. And I'm not going to protect him, and I'm going to put him in
I'm gonna strangle
a
him.
fucking boiler. Yeah.
Secured.
It's a fake foundation. There are thousands of stories of like creatures or supernatural instances or whatever that people make up, and they make it a part of this foundation that sort of reports on and contains these entities and various weird things. It's basically just an amalgam of thousands of stories submitted by people all over the world, and it's basically like this fictional foundation that like supposedly discovers and contains all of these supernatural elements. And since there's thousands to sift through, I find it fun to find ones that I like and talk about them.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
It's like a fake wiki
Yes.
for the
some
foundation
are
that's not
pretty
real.
crazy.
Yeah, it's neat.
And pretty
They
messed
have
up.
like thousands of them, which is nuts. There are different classes of SCPs. They classify like how dangerous a thing is or not or whatever. There's safe, which is like safe class, and that's for things that are easily contained, safely contained. They know a lot about it, and like they have a handle on it basically. Euclid is anomalies that require more resources to contain completely, or where the containment's not entirely reliable because they don't understand it quite as much as the other. And then Keter, which is Keter, is anomalies that are really difficult to contain, not very reliably contained, pretty dangerous, and very little is understood about them. Oh, right. And then there's one. This one doesn't come up as much, but it's like Thaumiel class, which not as common, but they are anomalies that the place uses to contain other anomalies or counteract other ones. So it's like using one of the SCPs against or with another SCP. And then there's neutralized, which is anomalies that are no longer anomalous or have been destroyed or disabled accidentally or on purpose. And since there's thousands to sift through, I find it fun to find ones that I like
yeah.
and talk about them.
Hey.
This one is called and they just go by number. Sometimes people make up nicknames for them. Like they recently what made it a lot easier on the website is that they added like in the list of SCPs, they put their nicknames next to it before you click on it, and I'm like,
Oh, that is nice because they were just a bunch of numbers before.
yeah. So, all right, we have SCP-5022, and it's object class safe, which means it's not dangerous, obviously, because that's what safe means. So first off, we have the container. For research purposes, a camera system has been set up inside and outside the containment tank to constantly monitor the condition of all the specimens in 5022. What are the specimens, you ask?
What are the specimens?
I'm about to tell ya.
I hope it's sea monkeys.
Any guesses? Any guesses? What's in this water
Sea
tank?
monkey.
Any hopes? Any dreams? Sea monkey?
I want sea monkey.
Okay.
Because you own sea monkeys. I get it.
Oh, you do? I didn't even know that.
He did own sea monkeys.
I did.
Oh, you did.
That's crazy that you know this.
You told me before. You said it was the only pet you've ever had.
Aw.
Well, I also had a hamster who was racist, bit white people.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the racist hamster.
Oh, and a turtle that's 17.
Oh.
It's still
Well, that was
alive?
after. That was after. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I found out later that turtle lives to be like in their 30s at best. So oops.
Interesting.
I was 12 when I got it, and I'm 31 now.
Ugh,
So
it's got like 12.
wait, hold on. I wasn't 12 when I got it. Wait, did I not know my turtle's birthday? Hold on. If I'm almost 31, my turtle isn't 18. My turtle's 19?
Spooky. Okay, so.
My turtle turns 19 in September. September 16th is my turtle's birthday. Please celebrate it.
Aw.
Happy birthday,
Sorry,
turtle.
please read your thing.
Yay. Turtles
So
is
it's
so
not
long.
a turtle or sea monkeys, I'm assuming. I'm going to guess
Uh-huh.
it's a weird-ass googly-eyed goldfish.
Okay. I'll find
Sometimes
it.
the SCPs are just like a weird, normal
Thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's true. Good guess. So, SCP-5022 is the collective designation for the disembodied heads of 29 children of varying gender, ethnicity, all of which demonstrate the ability to reanimate when submerged in water.
Excuse me.
Equality.
It's a bunch of baby heads.
Equality, baby heads. They're
Yeah.
not a couple of
Baby
colors.
head.
Yeah, so 29 children that the heads don't move or aren't alive when they're outside of water, but when they're in water,
Wow.
they move around and they're. Yep.
Okay.
When
hmm.
Any yeah?
Do they have a wheelchair kid?
They don't have
I understand that
bodies.
it's just heads, but
the body.
I'm
the
looking for
fucking-
representation
The
here.
fucking head is just in a little wheelchair for no reason.
In water, so
In water, so it wouldn't even matter.
So did someone write this after Futurama?
You know?
Ooh.
Well, probably not, because I don't think it has anything to do with that. Because those heads still move around outside of water.
True.
Yeah. When active, SCP-5022 will move around the available area.
I hate the sound of babies becoming active.
Mm-hmm.
Baby heads becoming active. I hate that. Sounds so. That sentence is creepy.
Oh man, you know what I hate? I hate when baby heads are active. That's my biggest pet peeve.
They should be
I
the
feel
complete
ya.
opposite. Not active.
Not active at all. Ever.
Preferably
non-active.
not existing. Period.
Yeah, that's I understand that. I think that's probably a good position to have.
I think that's a good place for baby heads to be.
On your campaign trail, I would, I'd go with
Scooters
that
and a baby
agenda.
heads not active.
Yeah, baby heads inactive. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone had it on their mind. Now we know.
And I said it. I'm the only brave one.
Bravest. Why are you booing him? He's right.
I'm right.
Why are you booing?
I'm right.
When active, SCP-5022 will move around the available area despite the lack of any visible means of propulsion.
Wait, it'll move?
Hold on.
Okay.
It's-
This is shocking me.
Well, available area, like whatever amount of water they have, they can move
Okay.
around in it, even though there's no.
I was like, Brandon, maybe they have a wheelchair.
they can just sort of. It's almost like they can fly in water, even though there's nothing really like letting them.
Continue. I'll
That's what
stop
I'm saying.
interrupting.
No, it's fine. Inspecting any foreign objects in a curious manner. When more than one SCP-5022 specimen is active within the same area, they will interact by crashing into each other at high speed. The reason for this behavior is unknown.
Deja vu. Just slamming into each other and drifting.
Some pretty intense shit, dude. Like bumper car.
Yeah, some bumper babies in there.
Bumper babe. Although all SCP-5022 specimens remain silent when under direct observation, surveillance footage shows that when research personnel are not present, all specimens giggle and laugh loudly despite their lack of vocal organs.
Ooh. Okay.
I will say their high speeds kind of diffuse a little bit of the creepiness.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
a little
bit.
silly. Like, can you imagine if
Like,
no
that's
one's
fine.
watching and they're zooming into each other and laughing?
I'd be creeped out, but also be like, all right, I don't know.
They're just having a good time.
When removed from water, an SCP-5022 specimen will become inert and cease all signs of life until return.
Thank God. Let's remove them.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to find where they found these heads?
I do.
All right.
There is something displeasing about imagining a hyperactive baby head that you take out of the water and it stops.
Yeah. Like you just,
I would know no
just
peace.
hold it by the hair. Hold it by the hair and just dunk, undunk, dunk, undunk.
Yeah.
On, off, on, off.
On, off, on, off. And it's just like, oh.
God.
SCP-5022 was recovered from the home of elementary school teacher Dale Crotton on 21/06/2019, following the disappearance of his entire class during school hours.
I didn't even get to guess where they were from.
What a coinky dink there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say an orphanage.
I was going to say Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, they were going to say Atlanta.
Atlanta. When authorities
Georgia.
arrived at his home, questioned him, Mr. Crotton was absent. All specimens of SCP-5022 were present in a water tank in the garage. So they just sort of found them in the garage.
Oh,
Lovely.
okay.
He wasn't home. Yeah.
Where does one pick these fine accoutrements up?
Following initial containment.
Garage sale.
Yeah. He had a garage sale. And he was home. Following initial containment, agents were dispatched to locate Mr. Crotton, finally encountering him as he was attempting to flee the state. Despite, he was like, he knew he did some shit, and that motherfucker.
Clearly.
Audi 9000. Fucking, I love that. The idea that he just was like, yeah, I'm gonna take all these kids, I'm gonna chop their heads off and make them move in water, so that.
This is sick.
And then but then he doesn't. He's just like, oh fuck, I hate this.
I'm out of here.
I'm out.
You know what? Maybe this wasn't worth it.
Maybe this was a bad idea, and maybe sometimes can I do it is not a good enough reason.
Yeah, just tell myself because I can do it. Should I?
Sometimes I'm gonna ask that question
from now on. Oh, the cops got me.
I learned my lesson, coppers.
He's in jail. Now I'll try it with adult heads.
Yeah, adult head time. Despite attempts at negotiation, a chase ensued, culminating with Mr. Crotton driving off the end of the local pier. Inspection of the vehicle showed that he had been killed instantly during the crash via decapitation. Irony. Irony. No personal possessions were found, Crotton's vehicle, save for a water-damaged copy of J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens in his breast pocket.
I don't like that he has Peter Pan. That has to do with children not growing.
Yeah. Oh, so there's one last addendum here.
Ooh.
They tried to communicate with the baby heads, and this is what they found. On 3 separate occasions, an SCP-5022 specimen has deviated from its usual pattern of behavior by expelling a large bubble from its mouth.
The things babies do.
Yeah, things 12-year-olds do. This bubble has then risen upwards through the air.
Oh god, it better not have words in it when it pops.
Forming words before quickly breaking apart.
The bubbles make words.
No.
Do you guys have any guesses for what they could have possibly said? There's 3 minutes.
Help us, save us, Floop is a madman.
Damn it. That's what I was thinking. That's amazing.
I was just going to say kill me, but...
The messages said, help us save us, Floop is a madman. Oh my god.
Did it actually say that?
No. I wish.
Sometimes these are written funky, so I could...
They're 12-year-olds. I mean, I was 12 when I saw Spy Kids, so
it's totally,
do the math.
Plausible. So, these messages have been as follows. Swimming.
Oh?
Just the word swimming.
Uh-huh.
Never ever grow up. Okay.
Oh.
A lot of words.
And I'm happy, but happy spelled wrong with 1 P. And that's it.
I guess they're having a good time then. Fine. They're swimming. They're happy.
I find that incredibly tragic.
Yeah.
It's very tragic, but they seem to be having a great time.
I guess they are.
Honestly, Andre,
they zipping around.
I feel that 100%. I'm bringing all of my own life stuff into there and not thinking of their culture.
Yeah.
If I were just to be there and
Racist.
experience how they live for a day, my God, I would see that they're just having a great time.
Right?
Racist.
They're zip racing around, telling you they're happy, blowing bubbles, having a grand old time.
Yep, that's
You little racist. Hold on.
Thank you.
Little racist. You people have too much rights.
Excuse me?
That's so funny.
It was a little Butler Steven Universe parody there. Picking up when Nicole served.
Thank you.
I guess it
that's
helps since
SCP.
you watched it recently.
That's SCP-5022, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna dump them out.
Fuck yeah.
They're having
That's
fun,
fine.
but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Like,
you.
where would you keep them?
In a garage.
Exactly where they
Clearly.
started.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I wouldn't keep them. They're at the SCP Foundation, so.
Oh, you just take them out of the. You'd walk into
It
the
is
secure
true.
station and an
How
unknown
did you
location.
find us?
Walk directly to this
I
room
Googled you.
and take them out one by one.
Your Google address is available.
All right.
And then just leave.
Came all the way up into the mountains to find
Yeah.
us.
There has to, one of the SCPs has to be an anime girl. Like, right?
I'm sure. I'm
I'm
sure one of them's an
positive it's
anime
somewhere.
thing.
Yeah.
Or at least my stories.
Uh-huh. Oh,
The
all right.
the-
Andres.
time for some shitty creepy pasta.
Yeah.
Or my stories are not good. We go spooky to creepy to no. So I have a few short ones. I'm gonna read those ones together, and then not make a super story, just one after the other.
Okay.
And then I have a very big one later.
Okay.
This one is called "Today of All to Blood."
All right.
If I have this correctly, today of all to blood.
Yes, TEH.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Today of All to Blood.
Ah, blood. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
so this is like
To Blood.
so this is like someone I don't want to know the spelling of
Mhm.
what I think.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
This is also in all caps, so let's have some fun.
All right.
Hey,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna scream.
Ah.
Guys, do you remember do you remember do all the things?
No.
What a good meme that was. Anyway, go on.
This is the story of a day where there was all this blood. A man was walking
Nice.
around and blood started coming out of him everywhere.
Oh my god.
There was so much
Oh.
blood that it filled up an elevator to the
Uh-huh.
That's The Shining taught me that's creepy.
Yeah, it's totally doable. But that was a real movie.
That's like more blood than a normal people has, I think.
I think so. That's more than even my grandpa. He has a lot of blood.
He went to the store and there was just blood all over the place.
Whoa.
People were slipping in it and they were all grossed out.
Whoa. I'd be grossed out.
He tried to go swimming and all of the sharks went nuts.
Oh
and
my
bitten
god, there's sharks
everybody.
there. That's crazy.
He
What?
got chased by all the vampires ever. One
Sick.
time, the blood got a kid and a dog.
Oh,
At
Got
the end
them?
of
What do you mean?
how
We
he
got
got
him.
He got
we
him.
got them.
Got him.
That's it. Got him.
Got him. At the end of the day, everyone decided they would send him to space so that he would stop getting blood everywhere.
Oh, okay.
The scariest part is that the man was you, or he was a lady if you are a lady, and you forgot that this
Shh.
happened. And then the blood filled up all of space.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
All of space?
The top comment is I almost had a cardiac arrest. And all my blood came out.
All your blood. Dude, I
All
hate
your
when my
blood
blood
are
comes
belong
out
to
of my body.
Hate
Yes.
my blood.
It's bad. I hate when sky red because of blood.
I hate when blood comes out of my body once a month. Fucking sucks, am I right?
Oh yeah, Nicole's in the middle of two blood.
I have
To
many a
blood.
blood. Many a blood.
Oh, this is not the one, and I hate this one. Oh my god, this is a real
Oh.
creepypasta. I hate this.
Oh, it's a real one.
Oh, I want to hear.
Oh.
I want to hear.
Oh, hold on. I gotta send you the photo that comes
Did
with
someone
it.
Trojo?
Trojo.
I love my Trojo manga. Did someone Trojan horse the shitty pasta?
I'm
Oh,
deleting
shit.
this. I am deleting this off my iPad immediately.
What
Oh,
is
so
it?
when the image pops up, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh, that I love that face.
I've
It's so
heard of
funny.
this
It's
one.
so funny.
I know it. I know what this one is. It's really creepy.
Yeah.
I'm deleting.
not
Hold
great.
on.
Ah,
But hold
it
on.
might show up in your.
I'm not done deleting yet. I have to go into my delete until recently
Right.
deleted and permanently. No,
Guys,
don't
it might show
recover.
up.
Oh, but he lives on in the.
In your dream.
Oh, I've been in the chat.
Yes. I hate
Mm.
this man. I was looking for that man. This one's called This Man. Estimated reading time 1 minute. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
There's an ad in here, so maybe it'll make me feel better. In January 2006 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist draws the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. In more than one occasion, that man has given her advice on her private life. The woman swears she has never met the man in her life. The portrait lies forgotten in the psychiatrist's desk for a few days until one day another patient recognizes that face and says that the man has often visited him in his dream. He also claims he has never seen that man in his waking life. The psychiatrist decides to send up the portrait to some of his colleagues that have patients with recurrent dreams. In a few months, 4 patients recognize the man as a frequent presence in their own dreams. All the patients refer to him as this man. From January 2006 until at least 2000, people have claimed that they have seen this man in their dreams. In many cities all over the world, Los Angeles, Berlin, Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. This is where the story breaks because of my pronunciation. Tehran, Beijing, Rome, Barcelona, Stockholm, Paris, New Delhi, Moscow.
All right.
At the moment, there is no.
I miss Old Delhi.
At the moment, there is no ascertained relation or common trait among the people that have dreamed of this man. Moreover, no living man has ever been recognized as resembling the man, the portrait, by the people who have seen this man in their dreams. That's it.
Yeah, I've heard this before. That's supposed to be KK Slider. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What?
Oh, I sent something in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, now there's a. I'm glad there's a KK Slider meme about it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this man in your feed? Well, he's in our Discord feed.
Yeah. It's such a weird, like, creepypasta.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's up there with Slender. Okay, hold on. Slenderman at least kills.
Well, yeah, because this guy seems like he's just offering advice.
Yeah, he just shows up in your dreams,
He helps.
gives you advice, but he's in everyone's dreams.
Yeah, apparently.
It's unnerving.
What
but,
would you do if that's what God looks like?
Oh,
I'd be like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm good.
I would try my best not to look disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't need to come into heaven.
I don't need to
But I
walk
give
with
you a
angels.
free pass. No, that's okay. I'll just go to hell. It's fine.
I really liked your podcast, so
It wasn't that great. God,
I made a
it's
deal with the devil to just bring you up.
God, it wasn't
And,
that great. It's okay.
Oh, my favorite character was the
All right, I found the right one.
Okay.
It's very short.
chocolate
hear it.
covered raisins.
God.
Chocolate covered raisins. He's
No!
he's like, yes, please. He's like, please come in, and I'm like, sorry, I can't. Your face.
Yeah. It's great to meet a fan, but I just can't.
I just can't. I'm sorry.
He just totally changed.
All right, this one's called The Man.
The man.
One
Fight
day,
him.
The man.
one day, a man was walking down the road, and a boy said to him, "Hello."
Ah!
And the man.
Sorry,
Shut up. And the man didn't say anything back. The boy didn't understand why the man didn't reply, so he went home and stabbed himself in the heart.
What?
Oh,
That seems like a bit
is
of
that
an
what happens to children when I don't say hi to them back?
Yup.
Damn.
Now, people never walk down this road anymore just in case they see the man. The end.
What? So he's a man that if you say hi to him and he doesn't say
He will
hi
not.
back,
He does not.
You die.
then
And
you will stab yourself in the.
You go home and stab yourself.
Alright.
It's either that or the kid just had to compel on his own accord to stab
It was
himself.
Yeah.
That was the last straw on a long list of things that are already going wrong.
For that,
Yeah.
for that child's hard life.
uh-huh.
It was moments before he almost got put into a jar with other children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All his friends got turned into baby heads.
And his other friend got turned into Swiss cheese on the inside.
Yeah, having a bad day.
He said all his friends are dead.
Just wanted someone to say hi to.
All of his friends would turn into swimming baby heads except for him, and then this man doesn't say hi to him. Does anyone want me? Does anyone want me? And then,
Aw.
he stabbed himself in the heart.
Aw.
His last friend Jerry ended up on the bottom of the stairs in the forest.
The man showed up in his dreams, a different man, and gave him advice not to. He didn't listen.
He did not listen.
Oh.
That actually sounds, the way you said that sounds like an actual article from a normal podcast.
Yeah. Also, I'm holding my bird in a certain way that's very happy.
That's
and
awesome. Let's take this opportunity to continue the podcast while
I
he's
love him.
yeah,
while he's
Guy,
submissive.
He's got
Guys.
little baby feather. He's got little pants. You know that?
Yeah? I think he's a bird. Birds have pants?
He's got a little feather pants on his little
Oh.
leg.
Little femfumigan leggies, little panties for the
He's
femfunny.
He's got little baby birdie pants.
Gotcha.
Hey.
So Brandon,
Yes.
we got
What's up?
next story.
Do it up.
So this is another story from a search and rescue officer for the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Forest Department.
Mhm.
By pure yeah, the funnies is a different energy, man. It's a completely different energy. Same as talking about bird. So by pure coincidence, I got to talk to another vet, PB, who's been in the SAR field for years. So about 7 years ago, he tells me, he was out on call with the rookie. They were in an area of the park that had a lot of strange reports and events, disappearances, stories about lights in the forest, odd noises, things like that. The rookie was totally spooked. Kept going on and on about things in the woods. According to PB, guy wouldn't stop talking about the Goat Man. Just on and on. Goat Man this and Goat Man that.
I love me a goat.
Finally, I told him there's plenty else to be afraid of.
Is it Bill?
Plenty of things that are very real. That he'd better get over this thing with the goat. The rookie wanted to know about the rookie wanted to know about kinds of things I was talking about, and I just told him to shut up and walk. We crested a little ridge, and there was a staircase about 10 yards ahead. Something you should be afraid of. Look, rookie, he asked me what the hell are these doing out here, and for some reason I open up and tell him the truth. What I've been told is the truth. I could have gotten a lot of trouble for what I could have gotten a lot of trouble for doing what I did, and I get a lot of trouble for repeating it to you, but you're a nice kid, and I want you to stop looking into this. Quit while you're ahead. So I'll tell you what I know, under the condition that you never breathe a word of this to the soups. I told him I wouldn't say a word, and he double checks that our radios are off. When I started off, we were a little less tight-lipped about them and about other things that happen here. We've warned people before they were even hired about weird shit going on. I guess the Forest Service was tired of having such a massive turnover rate. They wanted people to know what they were getting into. So they started having these people sign these agreements, and they wouldn't go to the media about what they're going to see. The FS didn't want to scare people away, so the last thing they needed was spooked rookies running off to the media with stories about ghosts and haunted stairs. But eventually they found that the agreements weren't necessary. People not only didn't want to talk about what they saw, they wouldn't. A few times media tried to talk to people when their kids or hikers would disappear, and no one would say a word. I can't really explain it. I guess we just don't really want to admit that something's wrong. This is our job. Be out in the woods every single day. Well, we don't need to be spooked, and the best way to avoid that is pretend like everything's okay. So I'll tell you everything I can think of. After that, I'm done talking about it for good. And I expect you to bring nothing about this up around me ever. Stairs have been out here as long as the parks have existed. We have records going back decades describing them.
Hold on.
Sometimes people go up them.
What is it with this forest and stairs?
Yeah, there's a lot of stair-related things. Even
There
last
are.
time.
Yeah,
It's pretty wild.
it's good. I feel like it's good when like you get a momentum going because you
Yeah.
keep hearing about these stairs and it's just the
Yeah, I agree.
fucking
It's
worst.
not bad. This is more of a
Yeah.
like what's with
An
all
observation.
yeah, more of an observation. Like
yeah.
there's a lot of stairs. These guys
There
gotta.
are.
There's some
Someone's
stairs
got
in
a
this
thing.
park.
It's this one part that I'm reading from has a lot of stair stories because sometimes you'll be getting like a lot of shorter stuff like, oh, this kind of creepy thing or like this or something fuzzy, and then like they'll go over to stairs all of a sudden. You're like, oh fuck, I forgot about the stairs. I was so worried about other things. But these are like two.
What
stair
I've learned
stories
from
back to
these
back.
ones in the last podcast episode is stairs are spooky in this forest and they're dangerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one kind of gets into why, which is I think is pretty good. The stairs have been out here as long as the parks have existed. We have records going back decades describing them. Sometimes people go up them and nothing happens, and other times. Look, I really don't like talking about this, but sometimes really bad shit happens. I saw one guy get his hand sliced clean off when he got to the top step. He reached out to touch a tree branch and it happened so fast. 1 second his hand was there and the next it was gone. Completely clean wound. We didn't find his hand. Guy almost died. Another time, a woman touched one of the stairs and a blood vessel in her brain exploded. Literally exploded like a water balloon. She sort of stumbled down and came over to me and all she got out was, I think there's something wrong with me. And she dropped like a sack of flour. Dead before she hit the ground. I'll never forget the way the blood leaked on inside of her eye. Before she died, I watched it turn red. I watched it happen. There wasn't a single thing I could do to help. We warn people not to go anywhere near them. There's always at least one idiot who does. And even if nothing happens to them, something bad always happens. Kids go missing when they're on their trail. Someone dies the next day, cut in half, completely safe part of the park. I don't know why, but something bad always happens. I don't exactly know why they're out there, but it doesn't matter. They're here. And if we were smart, we'd tell our new officers exactly what they're capable of. told the rookie this, we were both quiet for a little while. I was afraid to talk because I wasn't sure if he was done. It looked like he wanted to say something else. Finally, when he spoke up again, he said, "Have you ever..." No, sorry.
You might be a redneck.
You might be a...
You might
Have
be
you
about
ever
to be
noticed-
killed if you see some stairs.
I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
Have you ever noticed you can't find the same ones twice? I nodded, expecting him to continue, but just stayed quiet, walking alongside me, and eventually started a story about the biggest deer he'd ever seen in the
Oh,
park.
wait. What about... Sorry. Really, Dan. Have you ever noticed?
Yo, hell yeah.
So wait, was he saying that? Have you ever noticed you never found the same staircases?
Same one.
Yeah.
So they're always different staircases
Yeah.
throughout all of these stairs. That's okay.
Yeah.
Ghost stairs, spooky.
And if you even go back to like the same sort of place, the staircase might not be there anymore. Probably won't be there anymore.
Yeah, I think there was another entry that kind of mentioned that in the past episode too. So it's kind of cool that they're kind of having the same epiphanies.
I didn't bring up the subject again, and I didn't press him for any more stories. He dropped out of the op the next day. Apparently left before the sun came up and said that he was sick. None of us have heard from him since he left.
Why did I interrupt before you? It was so close.
Oh,
to
no
the-
worries.
It's fine.
The
Yay.
spooky stairs.
The spooky
Oop.
stairs continue.
One killed a lady.
Gee.
One swissed a boy.
And now one is sick, baby.
Maybe.
Or just, he might have just dropped that. Could it be a lie? Could not be a lie. We don't know.
Yeah.
He could have,
One day they're gonna
Not
go.
too close to
I
the
am
stairs
the
and-
stairs of the forest.
You're gonna talk like Mufasa.
His eye.
Yeah. What's
Kidding.
up?
What's up?
Walk on me. Nah.
No.
I
Alright.
like it like that.
You look
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
you like
too.
it
Working
like
up
that.
back.
Well,
Right,
I'm interested
ready?
to see what happens with the stairs next time.
Yeah, I'm
Have
ready.
to come to the next Halloween.
I have a very topical SCP.
Oh,
Or some-
Corona-chan.
Somewhat topical.
Gotcha.
It's like adjacent.
Next door.
SCP-4676, and it is object class Keter, which I don't remember what that means.
But you guys will.
But you will.
I think that means it's dangerous.
Yeah, I think it means
Uh,
it's dangerous.
Nicole, Keter class SCPs are anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently or reliably.
There you go.
Stairs.
Yeah, there's stairs. There is a stair-related SCP that's very popular.
Oh yeah, you read that.
Yeah.
You read that one.
We read it. We read it the second
Yeah,
one.
that one's creepy as fuck.
That one is very
Uh,
creepy.
That's one of the popular ones. I wonder if it got taken
Yeah.
off though. I don't know who
Oh.
wrote it.
Well, it's recorded on the second Halloween special.
We
That's
have
true.
the evidence.
I'm sure people. Honestly, I'm sure people are chronicling the ones they're taking.
Well, there's the Wayback Machine.
Yeah. All right. So, object class Keter, SCP-4676. Special containment procedure. There is currently no means of preventing the occurrence of SCP-4676. Surviving victims and other civilians with knowledge of SCP-4676 are to be amnesticized. There you go. Amnesia. I think is what that means.
Yeah.
All Foundation personnel are to visit their respective on-site medical ward for the mandatory installation of thought-activated SOS beacons,
Where the hoes at?
which is a rad thing. The rad thing to a rad concept, I think. Can you imagine? Pretty great. That'd be pretty that would stop a lot of things. When I think about
What was it again? I said those hoes over there.
it.
Those hoes over there would stop a lot of things.
Thought-activated SOS beacon.
What's that?
Like you could summon help with your thought.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Like Psycho.
Yeah.
THOTS.
Yeah.
I
THOTS.
can summon a lot of things
Yeah.
with my thoughts.
Yeah. If you
I summon my thoughts.
you summon your thoughts in your thoughts.
In my thoughts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, here's a description of what it is. Everybody buckle up. SCP-4676 is a phenomenon that causes the sudden inhibition of voluntary movement in human beings, effectively causing paralysis. Basically, the autonomic nervous system remains unaffected. Affected individuals retain critical body functions such as breathing, swallowing, digestion, and digestion, and remain conscious unless life-threatening injury or illness sustained. So it's spontaneous paralysis.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fun.
Yeah.
SCP-4676 only affects individuals who are alone at the time of onset, and preferentially targets those at least 55 meters from any other human being or human habitation. Quarantine, baby.
Y'all gonna stop moving.
Yeah, it can only affect you if you're away from people and alone.
Bye, introverts.
Yeah, see ya.
Better get a life and go outside.
Pick Corona or this. So
You only got 2 options.
2 options.
Better hope you have food in a straw.
SCP-4676 events have no known maximum duration, ending only upon nullification via physical contact with another human being or the death of the victim. Death usually occurs due to environmental factors, which include but are not limited to dehydration, animal attack, hypovolemia, hypothermia, drowning, choking, or infection. I think it says hypovolemia is severe sunburn.
Oh, so I guess if you're paralyzed and you're just sitting out in the sun.
Yeah, see.
So you're alone on the beach doing an extroverted thing by yourself.
Yeah, by yourself.
Everyone in Florida right now who doesn't want to stay inside for quarantine.
Yeah. A lot of addendum. Let's see if I can get more of it. The first recorded victim was Edward Harold, botanist exploring the Amazon rainforest. One morning, Edward left his team camp to collect more specimens. When he failed to return, his team decided to look for him, eventually enlisting help from the locals. They searched for 2 weeks before finding a paralyzed Edward within a crevice. Upon making physical contact from a team member, Edward regained consciousness, rose up, and was highly agitated, repeatedly stating the phrases, "Get them off, they're in me,"
Ugh.
before it collapsed again. Uh-huh.
The sound of music's?
The sound of music.
What's inside of him?
Let's see what's inside of him. Edward was eventually airlifted to the nearest hospital and consequently recovered despite sustaining significant mental trauma. Edward was suffering from severe myiasis and tongiasis. I don't know what that is. Myiasis, am I?
You're right.
And tongue in my asses.
Oh,
thick.
that's what it is. Oh, it's not gonna be funny, y'all.
Oh, my asses isn't funny?
So myiasis is parasitic infestation by larvae that grow and feed on the body of a living animal. And tongiasis, which is
I think I know where this is going.
skin infestation caused by a flea burrowing into the skin. So he had to sit there paralyzed, but fully aware as these things just sort of happened to him in the rain.
Yikes.
Along with missing patches of skin due to skin ulceration due to predation efforts by E. Berkeley, which is a species of army ant. Also,
Army ants. Those are mean.
yeah. So he's just been like as soon as
Why
he.
did I go to images? Clap, clap, clap.
Blah, blah, blah. Yum, 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 yum.
Not me.
Whee.
Smart.
I had no urge to look at that. My imagination was more than enough.
So let's see here. We have another addendum.
Oh.
Elisa Monte, whatever. Elisa Monte was the first recorded victim to be affected by this immediately after becoming isolated at least 55 meters away. So she's the first one that was like, as soon as she got literally the minimum amount away from someone, bam, it affected her. Elisa,
she was like
without
walking home.
yeah. Leaving a party. Elisa, without authorization, traveled to one of the uninhabited beach islands near Palawan, Philippines, with the purpose of taking a week-long isolated vacation. The victim's body was located near the shoreline, suggesting that the subject was watching the departure of her transport vehicle when SCP-4676 occurred. The transportation crew, who was scheduled to pick Elisa up after a week per their agreement, discovered her cadaver, along with the untouched 1-week supply of food and other equipment for survival. Although the determination of the cause of death was made difficult due to the 3rd-degree sunburn, desiccation, and tissue damage, including complete enucleation of both eyeballs, caused by scavenging seabirds, Yum, yum, yum.
Yummy.
It was ultimately determined that the subject died of dehydration 3 days after the onset, rather than by the sustained injuries previously mentioned. All civilians involved were amnestized. Ooh, there's one more, there's 2 more.
So is this a thing?
No,
Like a physical being?
no, it's a spontaneous condition. It's like a supernatural condition that strikes you.
Yeah, you can't contain that, I guess.
No. Yeah. I guess that's
all
why.
I've learned is don't go overseas.
Yeah. We've
That's
got
where it
another
gets-
victim.
Well, we can only tell
Uh,
so many stories.
I know. Or actually, let me skim to see if this is even interesting.
Just keep skimming. Just keep skimming.
I'll just end with an update. So, recent analysis of statistical data has revealed an upward trend of SCP-4676 incidents, along with marked increase in younger victims, 17 to 25.
I'm free.
Several hypotheses. Yeah, me too.
Ah, suck it. It's rules to be
Suck
old.
it, young people. Uh, several hypotheses between the correlation of the two factors have been presented, but otherwise remain inconclusive due to the lack of substantial supporting evidence. A research study involving more than 140 universities worldwide have been launched to gather further information. The universities will be divided into two groups, with the first group containing universities that have satisfactory policies that promote positive student mental health, while the second group of universities having policies that seldom or never promote positive mental health among students. Researchers who wish to apply for the project may submit their request directly to Dr. Paloma. There you go.
Oh.
That's SCP-4676, the isolation disease, pretty much.
Ew.
I feel, just to up the spooky in this time of
Yeah.
isolation.
Like-
All right.
I'm not into it. Like, no, sir. I don't like it.
But we're free.
Yeah.
We are free. Well, it's more likely if you're that young.
I'm more likely free.
Sure.
Get sucked. Most likely get sucked.
Get paralyzed, bitches.
SCPs won't let me be
SCP.
Yeah.
an episode of our podcast.
Let me.
All right.
Yeah. How do we go from here?
Sandra's
Yeah.
turn.
Do you want to?
And then it's over.
Well, we'll close it
Oh.
out with on.
Everyone
True.
got 2.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
This one is a little long,
motherfucker.
but I think with cutting some stuff out of us
Yeah.
just doing nothing, it should be okay.
Do it.
It's a doozy. This is a
Alrighty.
not safe for work warning. This page is not safe for work or school.
boy.
Go back
Oh,
now or
boy.
else you will have consequences. Is what it says
Okay.
on this page. I will
Okay.
bleep anything that is too horrible.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't know. It's called
Okay.
Miss Frizzle Gets Crunk.
Shut up.
Oh,
What?
Miss Frizzle gets crunk.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. I'm ready.
Not from Emperor's New Groove.
What? Oh no, I know.
That was
Okay.
my favorite pairing.
But that was my crack.
Arnold was 30 minutes late to school, and for good reason. The bus he took, which generally got him there, was in an awful accident. The bus driver was launched out of his seat after hitting a group of babies in the middle of the road,
Oh, okay.
and all of the students except Arnold was busy being pissed off in the corner with a trash can over his head, fell victim to the toxic gases released from the babies upon impact. He had hastily rolled out of the back, hoping to get hit by a car. Didn't get hit by a car, and thus had to walk the treacherous 3 yards to the school door. He took the trash can off. When he got inside, he was immediately taken back by the pungent smell of fresh doobie.
Okay.
Miss Frizzle was blazing it in her room.
Dude, fuck yeah, Miss Frizzle.
She would smoke weed. Let's be real.
Probably.
And acid.
Oh, 100%.
All the others, I wouldn't be surprised she was just giving the kids acid and driving them around on a bus.
That's like the edgy, stupid bullshit version of like a Magic School Bus. What if they were all on acid and they were just
Yeah,
in a
what
regular
if she was
bus?
dosing the kids?
What if they were all in comas and it was all a dream?
Whoa.
That's like Rugrats when they're like, what if
Yeah.
Angelica was all just in her imagination and she was in a coma?
Yeah, it's always a coma. Anyway. Keep going.
All the other students were screaming in agony as she had forgotten to let them out of the school building for the past 3 days. How did Arnold get out? Locking them in without food or water the entire time.
Oh, Frizzle, no.
It was a good thing that Arnold was dismissed early last Friday. He opened the door and the entire class weakly fell onto the ground and began to crawl to the nearest water fountain, groaning like a bunch of very irritated zombies. Arnold sighed and stared at the asses of the meek children sprawled across
Not
the floor.
again.
Oh.
He rolled his eyes and walked into the room.
Roll his
Typical Tuesdays.
The marijuana odor emanating
With
from
the
the
frizz?
northwest
No
corner
way.
of it. Miss Frizzle was staring blankly at the ceiling. Sorry, I'm late to class, Miss Frizzle. The bus got in an accident. Miss Frizzle did not reply. Arnold looked down at the bottom of Frizz's dress and saw a very familiar tail poking out of it, swishing back and forth.
Familiar?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Arnold said, "Oh, that's
What?
just gross."
Well-
After about 50 more minutes of the curly-haired reject of his teacher having a bit of a staring contest, the students piled back up into the classroom looking healthier than ever. They had roasted the lunch ladies in the oven in the middle of the science wing. Nobody had even noticed. They filed back into their regular seats attentively and looked at their mentor silent. "Arnold, if you don't get back in your seat in 3 seconds, I'm going to literally tear your eyes out of their sockets." Arnold, completely forgotten the sound of his teacher's voice over the past several days, turned around to find the source of horrendously scratchy noise vaguely resembling human speech. It was a full 23 seconds before he realized it was probably Frizzle, and he ran into his seat. He was able to do this in
What
more
is
than 3
happening?
seconds because Frizzle was too buzzed to even move correctly. The tearing out of his eyes ended up just being her slowly moving her hand to the left. She grabbed her whiskey bottle and dangled it haphazardly from her fingertip. "Now listen, you little shits. Today we're going to learn how to get crunk."
Uh-huh.
There was confused murmur amongst the crowd, probably because none of them had ever heard the word crunk before, except D.A. "What the fuck is crunk?" Ralphie asked. D.A., in her bitchy know-it-all fashion, turned around to face him and slammed her leg on his desk, getting mud all over the poor child's face before wailing the definition at him. Everybody is unanimously understood with the reassuring "ugh." Miss Frizzle took a long swig of her booze. "Good job, D.A. Now get your foot off my fucking desk before I break the bottle over your head and I have to pay for those, you know."
Ah.
D.A. D.A. took her foot off the now slimy desk, whimpering and returning to her rightful seat. "Okay, I brought us 8 tickets to Lil Wayne concert next to the school. Since there's only 8 of us and Liz counts as a person, that leaves 6 of us to come with me, and 2 of you stay. Arnold, you can keep your ass glued to the chair because I'm sure as hell not going to take your unenthusiastic attitude to Wheezy's perfect stage." Oh, I don't think I can say this one. This one's really racist.
Oh, it gets better.
I'm definitely bleeping this.
Okay.
I think people will understand what it is. Okay. Wazza, you're too to understand anything he's gonna say. Sound good?
Oh no.
The class was undecided. "If you all come, I'll kill Arnold when we get back." The bus was filled within seconds. "See you bitches later." Frizzle smashed the bottle on the front of their car, pieces flying everywhere. The bus ran over a good amount of pieces, and 2 front tires completely popped. Miss Frizzle, in her drunken stupor, just kept on driving the bus, her foot pushed fully down on the gas pedal and her other foot nonchalantly controlling the steering wheel. As the concert was literally only 1 block away, the class was there in 2 hours.
Awesome.
They filed out of the bus silently. Back at school, Wanda and Arnold were watching the clock go by, counting the minutes until Arnold's final demise. Arnold was an emotional wreck, was sobbing uncontrollably while Wanda was pooping in the bathroom.
All right.
Wanda eventually walked out after hearing the crying, bringing with her semi-soiled toilet paper roll to help sop up his tears.
No.
Her
Oh.
pants weren't on, but
Also, no.
but Arnold wasn't wearing any glasses.
What
So
part
she-
of this is a creepy pasta?
So she figured he wouldn't notice.
The part where we're in a waking nightmare, I think.
Oh,
She sat down
we are
across from
in the
him.
creepy pasta.
"Arnold, I know life can get down sometimes, but this is one of those times where you need to man the fuck up and move on with your life."
Damn.
I mean, how many times have you thought you were gonna hate a field trip and ended up learning something?
Some very frustrated Magic School Bus fan wrote this one. Who
Oh,
really
yeah.
I
hated
get the
Arnold.
hate on Dorothy Ann, though. Dorothy Ann
Oh,
kind of.
yeah.
I remember she was a buzzkill.
No, she
Yeah.
totally was. Look at that blonde ass Hitler smile. He's an Aryan race kid, you can
I don't
tell.
think Hitler's.
He had to have. He had to have heard a funny joke like once.
And that was the face
I
he
don't
made
know.
as his hair turned blonde for one moment.
Like, oh yeah, right.
He went Super Saiyan for half a second.
Perhaps.
So two peanuts were walking down the street, and one was assaulted.
A small.
And then like Hitler smiled.
He smirks
Just-
slightly, goes Super Saiyan,
Yeah.
then goes off.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
Okay, Arnold blew his nose
I forgot.
into Wanda's hair, mistaking it for a tissue. I know, Wanda.
Oh.
It's just the beater how Miss Frizzle intimidates me. I want a woman like her, and she's 43 and
stop
married.
it.
Not that her
Stop.
husband is alive or anything, but you catch my drift.
Damn, Arnold be ready though.
Wanda grabbed a pair of scissors from the other side of the room near the sink and started cutting the mucus-infused hair off her head. You know, I bet if you just talked to Miss Frizzle, she'd reconsider. She's drunk and as shit anyway, so I doubt she wouldn't be too hard on you. She cringed as she accidentally punctured her ear with the scissors. Blood flowed into her hair.
Okay. Why?
Because it's spooky, Nicole. Get with it.
That's the horror aspect.
It's
I
spooky.
see.
You're right, Wanda. I just need to drown my sorrows first. Thank you for the chocolate, by the way. Arnold lunged for the soiled toilet paper, taking quite a bite out of it.
Soil it.
Took a bite for the soiled toilet paper, taking quite a bite out of it. He choked, but thought of his family life to help trigger his gag reflex. Okay.
The input. There's so much to
Thinking of his
unpack,
family
they
makes him
can't even-
barf.
At the concert,
Ugh.
Miss Frizzle handed out tickets. At my old school, we never learned how to get crunk, Phoebe. If you just... Phoebe, if you say that goddamn punchline one more time, I'm going to turn your ass into gelatin. I've got the vaccine right here. Did Phoebe always say that?
I think she always would say, they didn't do this at my old
Yeah.
school or something.
Something like that.
Phoebe, you've been here for 5 years, all right?
This is your old school.
This is your old school now. Meanwhile, Tim was having trouble finding the seat in the packed stadium. Where there looked to be an empty seat, there was always ended up being shattered beer bottle, disposed of babies or worse, porn. He decided to plop his big...
Uh-huh.
He decided to plop his big black butt on the stairs.
Okay. What? Wait, what?
Sometimes they dropped a French fry or two so he could scrounge for food
Ugh.
without looking like a deranged homeless woman.
Uh-huh.
About 30 minutes into the concert, people started getting restless.
And so Andre continued to read the creepypasta for 23 minutes. Brandon and Nicole could not take it anymore. Luckily for you, we cut it down to 7 minutes. You are welcome.
It wasn't only 20 more minutes before she realized that what that liquid was. She was tripping balls by the time Miss Frizzle bursted out of the porta potty with an old...
Uh-huh.
She bursted out of the porta potty with an old man.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Lower parts of her dress torn and covered in fecal matter. Shit, we're almost done, guys.
All right.
The entire stadium peeved at his antics, shouted Carlos's name beside DA, who was busy literally screaming her face off, flesh dripping from her cheeks like a stick of butter on a microwave. Carlos' necrophilia kicked.
Oh.
He averted his eyes to keep from blushing. To keep his mind off the hot mess in front of him, he did what he always did whenever he felt hot and heavy.
Huh?
One of these kids horny?
I could just stop reading it.
My mind's
No,
like
I just don't
unassociating
understand.
words.
I'm dissociating.
I could stop reading it.
No, you gotta finish it.
You've come so far. It's hard to parse what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's hard
keep
time
going.
reading what I'm processing what
I
I'm
can
reading.
imagine.
It's just when I get to these jarring points like this one, I only wake up for a moment. To keep his mind off the hot mess in front of him, he did what he always did whenever he felt hot and heavy. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. And he rocked himself back and forth into a fetal position. DA paused her screaming to make sure she was hearing more clearly. You're gay? Dude, that's like my favorite sexual orientation. Let's make out. Carlos sniffed up his tears. He could finally do this. He'd been practicing making out with the corpse of his dead dog. But most... Oh my God. I forgot it was a lizard. I forgot that Miss Frizzle had a pet lizard that was always on her shoulder like a parrot.
Yeah,
He's
she did.
he's fucking making out with the lizard. I just put that together.
Oh, I did not.
Since it said
understand
scales,
that
just
either.
my memory just flashed
And
it
the
back.
tail was coming out from underneath her dress.
Now I understand. The tail was a
Now
lizard
I
up her
understand.
dress.
No.
Oh my god. How close am I? I'm near the bottom. Okay. You know what? I can skip this whole paragraph. It is just goes in depth about the scales and something about milk. Claws on his nipples. There's some milk coming out. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, sure.
For hours passed, and there's still no sign of Lil Wayne. 90% of the audience has already filed out of the stadium, and majority of the rest of them are too crunk to move. Upon hearing her name, the kinky stripper brought her dancing to a halt. She slid a 20 feet down the pole. Wow, that's a long pole.
It is a long pole.
20-foot
Wait.
pole.
I hope there's a slide whistle when she did it. Like Ralphie had one. It was like, yeah.
And hung her head in
There he is.
shame. All she had ever wanted to do was get away from the madness that was Miss Frizzle. And even then, she could not escape. Wait, is this one of the students? Is Keisha a student?
Maybe?
Yes?
I'm more
I assume.
uncomfortable now.
Magic School Bus Kids. Let's see. Dorothy? Yeah, hold on. Let me go to this. Keisha's one of the kids.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Stinky.
So
Phoebe's-
stinky.
There's Phoebe, Dorothy Ann, Arnold, Wanda, Carlos, Ralphie, Keisha. Wait, is this person added in the new one? This person's added. They added a new kid.
So some stuff
Jokey.
happened, and I'm skimming down. I'm gonna skip to this part. Back at the school, Wanda and Arnold were finishing the touches on the speech to Miss Frizzle. When she got back, Arnold was determined to win the spot back to his much beloved classroom. Now say what we worked on, Arnold. Wanda gave him the reassuring thumbs up. Miss Frizzle, I know I've been an asshat to you recently about my opinions on your field trips, but I really don't mean it. It's just flirting and shyness because in truth, I really want to rub my hands up your shirt and motorboat fine tits of yours.
Fantastic.
It's hard for me to be nice to.
What is this, Andre? What is this?
It's hard for me to be nice.
What is the story? Who?
Is this like an optical illusion, but like an audio illusion where it just seems longer than it is?
I don't know. I feel so
Because I feel like I died 3 years ago.
I think it's been 20 minutes of this story. Don't worry, audience. I'm gonna find a way to cut it.
Yes, only the essential moments.
I'll skip. Hey, look, it's the bus. Wanda snapped her head around and breaking Arnold's nose with a fine crack. She wasn't sorry. She grabbed Arnold's pulled him out to the front of the school, waiting for his teacher to arrive, gun in hand. At my old school, Phoebe was cut off by a screaming of the class, including Miss Frizzle. Arnold was dead. The entire of the school, I'm just jumping sentences. School burst out building, wielding pinatas, firecrackers, and compelling champagne of the battle finally over. Everybody was crunk. The end.
Amazing.
I did not read this ahead of time.
Boy.
So the end of the podcast.
What part of that was a creepy pasta? It's just a regular pasta. It was just a fan fiction.
I'm censoring so much. I don't know if that was even worth reading.
I'll let you make that decision when you reread.
When I reread.
Or re-listen, sorry. When you listen first time.
What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to cut all the parts where we're actually commenting and laughing. And then that way it'll seem like it's entertaining. Or I'll just not include it at all. I was exhausted reading that.
I do believe it's the spookiest time of the podcast.
Honestly,
that's the time. What?
I'm just going to say I only wanted to read that because when I skimmed, I saw Lil Wayne.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
And I was really hoping that was going to go somewhere nice. This is the only ever time this has backfired on me. All right. Spooky time of the podcast.
Spooky.
What you were saying.
Oh, the spookiest time of the podcast is the ending where you read the credits. Take it away, Andre.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can email us at tlkpod@gmail.com or contact@tlkpod. That's your local news, world news, questions, spooky stories, or any old game. You can find out that these segments are and more on tlkpod.com. Also, don't forget to rate us and leave a review on our iTunes page. If you do, Brandon will write you a little song dedicated to you. We'd like to give thanks to Josh Tomar for our intro. You can find him out on Tomomoto on Twitter. He's an amazing voice actor. Go check him out. Actually, he's not going to be in the intro. Oops. We'd also like to thank Macross8299 for letting us use your song Jutsu. You can check out those songs and more on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and other sites. Follow him at Macross8299 on Twitter for more info. I'm so exhausted from that story.
Oh my.
Yeah. I've been Brandon Babcock. I mean, scary Brandon this time.
I've been Andres. I'm dead. Lamil's it.
Oh, spooky. Cool.
I'm Nicole Rodriguez.
That's pretty spooky on its own. Good night.
Happy Halloween.
Do we start this off with local news usually? Or
I
do we
don't
just
think
jump
so,
right
but I
into
don't
it?
remember.
Do we have any?
I think because this is only an actual hour, we jump directly in.
I see. Okay.
We cannonball.
I mean, I'm gonna open the floor anyway, just in case. Anything interesting?
Oh, wait.
Really, I like them.
That's good to hear.
Hold on. Just 1 second.
Yep.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I swear to God, it's only when we record the podcast.
Nicole's gonna
Come at.
what is it called? What's it called with the big dude and the little guy? And the big dude's real dumb. And his name is Lemmy, and he's you're gonna have mice and men.
No, don't say that.
Fun again.
Don't say that.
I immediately thought of the Mario.
Yeah, I like these. Mario and Luigi.
I was about to say Goomba.
But yeah, no, I love these search and rescue ones. They're some of my favorite ones.
Oh, excellent.
Told you it only happens when we do the podcast.
Laszlo.
He hates my voice. It's a certain tone
Can't even hear
that
you.
he hears.
I hear you guys.
That's it.
It's
I'm getting you a new mic. I can't.
Yeah, I feel that.
What?
Laszlo's making picky noises. Shut
That's
up.
fine. I'm totally fine with those sounds than any other sound.
Cute.
So spooky.
I know.
Giggles.
He really just wanted attention. Oh, baby.
I'll just pet him and read.
Yeah, I know.
It might be the only way we can.
Yeah. All right. So.
Love me, mother.
It's tough because I'm trying to figure out when the TB stops talking. It isn't either I miss something or
I can't find.
but they're different this time, huh?
Are they?
Yeah. Get the creepy intro, creepy outro. Yeah, we can record it later.
I'll just figure something out.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can email us at tlakpod@gmail.com or contact us at tlakpod@twitter. I can't go slow. It's going to take this podcast so much longer.
Yeah.
Send in your local news, world news questions, spooky stories, game file with these segments more on TLK Pod. Also, don't forget to rate us, leave us a review on our iTunes page. If you do, I'm so exhausted.
If you do, we'll do a song at some point. Who knows? Maybe it's the 100th episode. Time will tell.
Josh Tomar, he's did the intro. He's on Twitter at Tomomoto. Graaandpa 299. We weren't in this one. This is Brave Little Toaster. I forget the ending. It's something. Oh, it is a Macross8299 song. The end. I'll probably copy paste the other one in.